It is Rev Trev, and welcome to Kempner Sports. And it's been a minute, but fantasy football is back. And as you know, I'm the author, creator of the show Fantasy Football Leagues, and I've got tons of videos on that from last season. I ended up winning my league again for the fourth time. Let's go. Anyways, today we're going to be diving into some fantasy football strategy, and there's this thing that's rising in popularity. It's called the Zero RB strategy. My question today is it stupid or is it smart? Now, I know by just the title alone, it sounds stupid, but let's dive into what it is. I'm going to do some mock drafts and show you what it looks like on paper, and so I think you're going to really like this. Ron Stewart from his YouTube stream, podcast, whatever you want to call it, he actually breaks this down really well as he credits Steve Siegel and from a couple years ago who had kind of really explained this a lot better. So what is a zero RB strategy? So you don't take any running backs until after round 5. So the first 5 picks, you're supposed to take all wide receivers or elite tight end or elite quarterback or some kind of combination of those, but mostly quarterbacks. The reason why do we want this is because you want to put an elite player in the flex spot that gives you an advantage over your league mates. And so because running backs are so fickle, how many times have you drafted a first round running back or second round running back and they got hurt and they were done for the season? You should have taken a wide receiver there instead. This is what's happening. Think about this here. CMC, Henry, let me just think of some others. Eckler. All these running backs are susceptible to injuries. Dobbins, who got injured last year. Akers. There's all these names of people. It's like literally your season, now you're scrambling. What are you going to do? So is it safer to take the wide receiver? And they are saying it's safer to take the elite wide receiver. So, but here's the premise, okay? This is an ideal strategy if you are in a full PPR league, point per reception league, okay? Or you're in a league that has 2 wide receivers, 2 full flex options, or 3 wide receivers and 1 flex option, but it has to be a minimum of 0.5, but it is ideally for a full PPR league. This is why you do it. And this is the other stickler, which is the hardest part. They encourage you to draft 6 wide receivers in the first 9 rounds. Now, that is what I've had a difficulty time doing. So let's just dive into this. I'm going to move over so you can see this. Here is my team number 1 trying this strategy for the first time. So pick number 8, I took Davante Adams, most talented, the best wide receiver in the NFL, just on a new team. We don't really know. He's dropped. Cooper Kupp has now become the number 1 in fantasy with Chase and Jefferson there. They're all debating that. I still love Davante Adams any year, and even this year. So 1.8, I get Davante Adams. On 2.5, I get Tyreek Hill. Again, both these players traded, unsure. These are the 2 best wide receivers at the time. I could have maybe taken Diggs instead of Adams here. Then I went Keenan Allen, who's going to get a ton of receptions in that Charger offense. Again, he's one of the best route runners. Him and Adams would be the best route runners in the NFL. Then I went Waller because you want an elite tight end if you're going to go there. And then I couldn't handle it anymore. I broke everyone, and I took Burrow in round 5 because I'm like, at least I need a good quarterback. Is he good? He was good for a little bit last year. I'm not sure. Then I went Thielen at 6.5. So out of my first 6 picks, I have 4 wide receivers. My first running back is Kareem Hunt, who's not even a starting running back in the NFL. He's behind Nick Chubb. Only great when Nick Chubb is hurt. Michael Thomas, who is hurt or coming back, whatever it is. No, he's hurt. He's coming back. So maybe that's a really good flyer in round 8. Gordon is my number 2 running back. Total split carries with Javonte Williams, and then Tony, and then I'm like, I just can't handle this anymore. I got to go running back. Mostert, Henderson, and this is what it looks like. And I didn't even do it properly, and it looks bad. Okay, so I mean, could I compete and can I win some games? Sure, but that running back situation's pretty yikes. So here's number 2. Okay, again, and this is a 12-team league. I get Devontae Adams at 10. I was pretty happy about that. Then coming around the other way, I got Deebo Samuel, Keenan Allen again, and then I went Waller there just because everyone else had taken all the other tight ends. Then I went, and in round 5, I couldn't handle it anymore. It was so stinking stressful that I had to take Damian Harris there. Then I picked St. Brown in round 6. Now, St. Brown won people a lot of championships last year. Will he do that this year? I don't know. Got Tom Brady in round 7. And then I'm just like, I can't handle this strategy. I have to go running back. So these are my running backs, okay? So Harris, Penny, Spiller, oh my gosh, that's awful. Madison, even worse. And Herbert, I've got backup running backs in the zero strategy. They're like, well, you can pick someone up later. Yeah, you had to use all of your fab to do that. So I'm not thrilled at that lineup. But here's the third one, and I actually like this one a lot more. Okay, so at pick 8, again, pick Devontae Adams. You see a theme going on here. Tyreek Hill in round 2. T. Higgins, round 3. Okay, I'm happy with those 3 picks. That's a pretty good start. Herbert, I landed in round 4. I was thrilled to get that. Sutton with Russell Wilson in round 5. I got Harris in round 6, so I realized I can wait a round to get him. And then I went Ertz there because all the tight ends almost had been gone by then. Patterson by on round 8, I picked Lassard. So I didn't even do this perfectly, but then look at my running backs. Stevenson just to back up Harris. Henderson, who's again not the starter there. Akers is, and then I got Parker and Mostert. Like this, that is okay. So let's look at this team now at what it looks like on paper as a team. This is the best one out of the 3. So I got Herbert, elite. My running backs are Patterson and Damian Harris. That is not good. But Adams, Tyreek Hill, T. Higgins, and Cortland Sutton, all in those wide receiver and flex spots. That's pretty good. But no depth on the team. And so I get that people are doing this, and we're talking if it's full PPR, then maybe it's okay. But I think, and I'm just being straight with you right now, I think this is just a stupid strategy. Why would you just lock yourself in and say, I'm going to pick this at this stage. These are how many I'm going to get. Because really, a lot of the strategy comes down to picking the best player available at the round. So if you have first pick overall, pick Jonathan Taylor and don't think about it. Be happy with that. If you have number 1 pick, do not pick Cooper Kupp, Jefferson, all these other guys. Listen to me very, very carefully. Do not do wide receiver strategy if you have number 1 pick overall. If you love CMC and know that he's going to be healthy all year, or Henry, or whoever, fill in the blanks, okay? Because there are some running backs that do catch passes. Aaron Jones, DeAndre Swift, like people like that, right? There are people that you need to pick up instead of. Now, if you're going to get these elite guys of Kupp, Jefferson, Chase, Adams, Diggs, okay, go with them there. But you can't just say, I'm going to take 6 wide receivers out of 9. I have a question for all those Zero RB people that are watching my YouTube channel right now. How many of you actually won a championship last year? let's be honest. How many of you actually won a championship with 6 out of 9 of your first round picks being wide receiver? My guess is probably none of you did. And like somebody, no, I did because I traded. Yeah, because you traded. That's why. Because you traded and you ripped off someone in your league, or you picked up someone fluky. You got St. Brown off of waivers, and that's part of the strategy. Well, you can pick up some guy. It's random. Nobody knew Rashard Penny was going to have a good season. Then now they gone and drafted a rookie running back. Like, it's too risky in my opinion. I'm agreeing with a lot of the fantasy experts that say zero RB strategy is zero strategy. It's not smart strategy. So that's my opinion. Go ahead, prove me wrong. If you want to try it, go for it. Go to some mock drafts first and see what your team looks like. This is the best team that I have out of this, and I still don't love it. I want to have some of those running backs that will at least make a difference. And you say, oh, you get the advantage in the flex. Well, where's the advantage in the running back situation? You can't even compete. You're so low there that you get destroyed. So you're hoping that you pick someone up of waivers. So anyways, this is a long video to say, you try it. I don't like it. And thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and hope you love this content.